What up, fam? It's your boy CJ Richardson coming into you live for another episode of We Talk Sports. And I know normally when I come on, I'm hyper, I'm excited, and I'm exuding Cowboy Nation. Well, I'm always exude Cowboy Nation, but a little bit of the hype, a little bit of the exuding has calmed down, man, because it's free agency. It's the new league year. And I'm sitting on the edge of my seat, just waiting for that big thing to happen, to get that notification on my phone. Breaking news. The Cowboys have this. But to this point, no breaking news. Am I the only one? Am I the only one? I'm just simply asking that question. And am I the only one who's been checking the free agency wire? Am I the only one that wants to know, well, who's left? You know, all these free agents are getting gobbled up and getting signed, and one after the other, they're coming off the board. And I'm like, whoa, what's going on? Now, I do want to say this before I bring my co-host on tonight, man. Look, Cowboy Nation, we got a long time. We got a long time before the opening day. We got a long time. Everybody relax now. You done rolled this thing out this long. I just need you to relax. But as we tell you guys every week, this is an interactive program. I'm gonna put a link in the chat. You're more than welcome to hit that link. Come on screen with us. Everybody's opinion matters over here on We Talk Sports. Without further ado, let me bring in my co-host for the evening, my main man, my partner in crime, Rodney Jones, baby.
What's up, CJ?
Hey man, I'm just happy to be here, Cowboy Nation. See, here's the thing that a lot of Cowboy fans are down right now. You know what I'm saying? Win, lose, or draw. 17-0, 0-17. I'm a Cowboy fan. Now I might speak on a few things that I don't like that the Cowboys are doing, but I can't change any of them. You know, so what I do is I live by my motto. If it's beyond my control, I don't let it consume me. You know, so we're in the free agency period. Well, the free agency period is wide open. You know, you can sign anybody you want now. The teams are under the cap. How you feeling right now, Rodney, about your beloved Cowboys?
Kind of. I'm neutral right now.
Right.
I'm like right here. I'm not ready to hit the panic button just yet.
Right.
But you know,
I know that's right. Hey, we got a question already. We got interactive chat, so we got to answer this question. So, is it true that Von Miller is going to Buffalo? I know the answer, but I'm going to let Rodney go ahead and answer that one for you.
Yes, it is true. Von Miller did end up signing with Denver. He signed for 6 years, $120 million, and I think $54 million is guaranteed with, I think, 34 on signing, something.
Hey, Von Miller's a Buffalo Bill. Next.
Yeah.
All right, we got another question we got to answer real quick off the top. It says, why? Joseph Owens wants to know why LVE has not been cut.
He's a free agent.
I'm keeping it real. Yeah, he's a free agent. You know, so
and that. Oh, sorry, CJ.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
I said, and at this point, shoot, we kind of need him.
I'm telling you.
That's because we're not doing nothing right now. And we don't know what's in the draft.
Facts.
As far as linebackers, it's plenty of O linemen, D linemen, and receivers and DBs.
Plenty of them. Exactly. But the thing that I'm thinking about the Cowboys free agency, man, you know, the Cowboys always do something to tick you off, you know, but then you have to get back to, well, I'm still a Cowboy fan. That's where I'm at right now. I'm a little like, what's going on? Yeah. What's the plan? And they you know, that's where I'm at right now. I'm not even panicking like you said, Rodney, because there's no game tomorrow.
Nope.
There's no game next week. Now I know a lot of big names are passing us by, but there's nothing we can do about it. So we just gotta wait. Chris Richards says, "Will Dak be a free agent?" No, he will not be a free agent. He signed under contract, and he has yeah. So he'll be there. Caesar Brooks says, Brandon Smith, Louisa linebacker. Yeah, I know Rico. I know Brandon's dad. We played football against each other. Great guy, great kid too. And I don't think he'll be there when it's time for us to pick Caesar. So I don't think that we're going to get him. That boy, he's a stud. So I think he's going to be off the board by that pick. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that's going to happen. All right, let's see. Joseph says he just be in the way of other teammates. Hey, look, let me tell you something. We get down on Van Der Esch, and there's good Van Der Esch and there's bad Van Der Esch. He hasn't been bad Van Der Esch his entire career. We've seen some flashes of brilliance, and then we've seen some what's up with this guy. So when I look at the free agent pool and I look at Van Der Esch, he might be the best of the worst. I don't know. I got to see how this thing pans out. I really don't know.
It's just like D-Law. He's the best of what we have right now. So that's why we extended him, because he was the insurance policy pretty much of, just in case we lost Randy Gregory.
I got you, man. What's the other linebacker? He's off the board too. He got cut. Zadarius Smith. Yeah, he's gone too. So I kind of wanted him. That boy had a little fire behind him.
Yeah.
But teams are not playing right now. They're building championships or bust teams right now. Teams are loading up. Has anybody noticed that? Teams are loading up right now. They're not playing anymore. They're going over the cap. They're putting themselves in cap harm's way to win it all. We're probably the only team that won't go out on a limb and say, you know what? Let's go all in.
Let's go give our second round pick to this team. Let's go give our first to this team to get some more protection up front. Let's go get a dog on the other side of Trayvon Diggs. Let's go sign Bobby Wagner to pair with, you know what I'm saying, Micah Parsons.
Exactly. All right, here we go. Somebody says we need to get Kellen Moore some help, man. Honestly, when people say we need to get Kellen Moore some help, without being in the front office and seeing what's going on a day-to-day to see how those interactions work, it's hard to blame Kellen Moore for everything, because I still refuse to believe that you have a head coach with zero input on the offense. That's why I can't give all the blame to Kellen Moore. Yeah. I can't. How do you feel about that, Rodney?
Same here. And Joseph, when you say like he needs more help, what do you mean? Like I don't understand. That statement to me is kind of incomplete.
Right.
I mean, what I would say is Mike McCarthy needs to be a head coach. I mean, that to me, I guess.
Right.
And step in if he's this guy that's supposed to enhance because this is what we bought Mike McCarthy in, to enhance our team. He's yet to do that.
What's his record? About 500 since he's been there?
Yeah.
If that, So I'm not sure.
Hold on.
I don't want to be, like the negative Nat, but Mike McCarthy has not done anything pretty much for the Cowboys since he's been there. Hold that clipboard. The offensive coordinator and the defensive coordinator have pretty much done the job. And when he came and he brought that, Dolan, whatever his name was, that was a recipe for disaster. And we got to blame all of that on Mike McCarthy. That's him, die hard. Nobody else get that blame. He's to me, I have a problem with that. But he's a Jerry's type guy. He can be pushed around. Jerry has paid him to be a yes man, and that's what he is. And so if you sell your soul to the devil, you stuck, because he could easily walk away and say, I'm not doing this. You won't let me do it my way. I'm not going to do this. And you still get paid. But since he's still there and he's still doing it that way, he's one of those type guys, man. Now, everybody, we complain about everything. Everything, the coaching, the quarterback, the offense, the defense, the special teams, the penalties. everything on the team ain't broke. I want to say that too. Dallas Cowboy fans, everything is not broke. We went 12-5 last year with all of those issues: coaching, play calling, turnovers, 3 and outs. But we still went 12-4. We still won the division. Most of you got your hat and your little T-shirt. So everything is not broken. We just need to fine tune what we have. Now that we've lost Amari Cooper, Cedric Wilson, Randy Gregory, Connor Williams, because you got to put him in there. We have some serious issues going on, you know. Joseph made a great point right now. He said they're stripping the team from Dak. Yeah, the pieces around him are not getting any better, you know. How you feel about that, Rodney? The pieces around Dak.
They're not. I mean, we're losing guys, but we're not replacing guys either. But it still goes back to the GM, Jerry Jones, just mismanaging the cap in the team. You know, and we're hiring the wrong coach,
Right.
and we're just pissing away talent.
Right.
And not winning any championships or getting close.
Right. Yeah. Like we just compete in the NFC least, as everybody calls it. We win those games, you know. But it's to me, it's more than just us not being able to compete outside of the NFC East. To me, looking in as a fan, what I see is every time we compete outside of the NFC East, it seems like all those games, don't we get a remarkable amount of penalties more than other teams?
A lot,
you know, and crucial.
Very.
So I don't know.
They miss a lot of calls on the opposite side as well.
Exactly. So we got that bad juju going on as well. Monique says Kellen Moore wasn't hired by Mike McCarthy. I'm starting to think that maybe he don't like Moore play calling and just don't care. That's a tough statement right there, but I understand he wasn't hired by McCarthy, and it's hard to see a man just on the sidelines a whole year and just don't care because all those fourth down calls that we missed this year, you know, we went for fourth down on the 31. I think it was like 31. It was inside. It was deep in our own territory a couple of times, and we didn't get it. And the head coach has the right of refusal on all of those. If he didn't give the go ahead, let's go for it. And then we line up with the 2 tight end set and
get pounded. Not us pounding them.
and get pounded, you know. So we got to fix that offensive line. We haven't addressed that yet either. So we got a lot of things that we need to work on as a team. But I'm not gonna panic yet. I'm not gonna panic yet, man. I'm not panicking yet. Lyle Collins, he's probably out the door because it costs more to keep him. And to me, here's what happened this offseason, guys. We were going to get below the cap any means necessary. The player didn't matter. They just looked at numbers and not players. Amari Cooper, he makes $20 million a year. Counts too much against the cap. Got to go. Randy Gregory, got a contract for you. We're going to put stipulations in it. But he didn't sign it. He's gone out of there, you know. So like a built-in excuse. Oh, we put the stipulation in the contract. Take him off right at the end. Cedric Wilson, $7 million a year, a little bit more than $7 million a year. Can't afford them. So we can't afford people. But I'm going to ask the Cowboy fans a question, though. We knew we didn't have any money going into the free agency period. What kind of miracle did you expect? That's the question. If we knew we didn't have money going into free agency, what were you expecting?
Yeah,
what were you expecting? Yeah. Why are we whining when we know we didn't have any money? And everybody was saying, well, we ain't got no money.
That's what
we ain't got no money. So, I mean, like,
when we talk players, I'm like, if the price is right, I need to know what they're looking for. And then I'll give you an answer to whether it can happen or not, or is it close, or we're not even going to give them a phone call.
Right. So
like Von Miller, that was never going. We don't have $120 million. Yeah, so don't even waste your time getting mad over that.
Right. But the thing that we do have now that has been exposed, We got that money that was in Randy Gregory's contract to pay somebody. I mean, if you got $70 million to pay Randy Gregory,
28 million guaranteed.
but we got that to pay somebody else. It's a if they want to play for the Cowboys thing in free agency. And I'm gonna tell you guys what's happening. Players are loading up. They're looking at teams. Which is the easiest route to winning a Super Bowl? Why did you think Von Miller left the Super Bowl champions to go to Buffalo? Because they were this close to going to the Super Bowl, beating Kansas. They were that close. So he thinks he's that added piece they need, and he sees the progression of Josh Allen, and he thinks they're going to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he feels he's the missing piece.
That's my point. So these guys have options now, and all the options are paying big money. So if you don't have no money, that's the name of the game right now. Money, 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 money. But there's a second wave of free agents coming through, and we either got to hit on them or we got to get real lucky in the draft. How do you feel about that, Rodney?
I agree with you. Actually, both. I mean, if we really trying to make some noise in the league, like some serious noise, we need to hit in free agency and the draft.
Right. Joseph Owens asking a lot of questions. I appreciate you, Joe. He says, what about AB? Hey, look, man, I'm going to tell y'all right now. AB is one of those guys, he will be signed. I'm not sure who's going to sign him. But what happens in the NFL, talent rules the day. If you got talent, you only need one voice. You need one person to say, give him a shot. He'll get an incentive. He'll get an incentive-laced contract from somebody. I don't know who it's going to be, but he'll get an incentive-laced contract, and he'll be way under market value, and he'll be on the team. I'm telling you that right now.
By training camp.
Yeah. Or either week.
Hopefully he get that stone.
Worst case scenario, week 3. He'll be on the team. Speaking of free agents and trading and big time names, Deshaun Watson. He got cleared and now he's sitting on the lily pad. He's sitting on the lily pad. Teams are coming out of nowhere. Atlanta's a sleeper team. Everybody wants Deshaun Watson now that he's been cleared. And they said it's already come down to the teams have made the offers. He has to choose the team he wants to play for. What a position to be in.
Yeah, seriously. And and coming back from, what I'm saying, these allegations to you picking where you want to go.
Yeah, he's in the catbird seat, man. And how about this? He made a cool $40 million last year chilling. He didn't play it down, but he got paid.
Yep.
Somebody said, bring LT out of retirement. We talking about Lawrence Taylor? What LT? That ain't happening. What we might have to do, this is just the CJ way of thinking. Give me Bobby Wagner in the middle and put Parsons on the end. I'm just saying.
That could work.
But before we can say do anything to anybody, we need to sign the player first. So that's just me wishful thinking.
I mean, signing Bobby Wagner will kind of ease. I think, I felt like, we could have, locked him in at least by today. Heard something, but I haven't heard anything.
Okay, I got a question. I've been seeing this all day in the chats. Everybody's been saying no to Jadeveon Clowney. What do you think?
Well, we ain't got no choice. It's either sign Jadeveon Clowney and have he has a high motor and he creates chaos. Hey. Or you got D-Law tapping on his head every third down and we giving up 400 yards a game.
Right. So we at this point, beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah.
And we're the beggars. So just get somebody, if we can get somebody. All right, let's switch over to the offense for a second. Julio Jones got cut today. How do you feel about Julio?
That hamstring.
And look, let me tell you something.
T.O.
had a hamstring problem. Okay.
Nah, he had a hands problem.
No, T.O. his whole career hamstrings too. He had hamstrings. Okay. Who else had hamstring problem? Cooper at times hamstrings tightening up. I think Julio Jones would fit with our offense because now all we got is finesse receivers. You know what I'm saying? We still need a big body if the price is right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now you can't just hand him a boatload of money. He's gonna have to take a vet minimum or something, to come on down. That's if he's willing to do that. But I'd like to see a veteran receiver out there helping Dak. And this guy's got a ton of experience, and he'd be in a great addition to the wide receiver room.
Yeah.
What do we have? We don't have anything in the wide receiver room right now.
CeeDee Lamb is the most experienced receiver we have.
Well, Gallup, but my point is there's no seasoned vet to help them with the coverages and break down the presses and things like that to give them a different point of view. So we're going to have to bring somebody in regardless.
I would at least give them a look, though, for sure. See how much.
Right now, we got to give everybody a look, Rodney. Matter of fact, Rodney, I need you at the Star at 9:30 in the morning. We're gonna have a look.
I already got the flight book.
I'm gonna have to look at you too. Joseph Owens says outdate. I guess he's thinking Julio is outdated. Well, we can always throw Noah Brown out there. We got him signed too, and that's my dude, but he's not a starter. He's a 4th, 5th string receiver that does his job. Y'all got to realize that most of the stuff that we do, as far as like, you got your stars on the team, and then you have your team fillers. Those guys that we had on special teams, they took special teams seriously. You know what I'm saying? So you got to feel your team.
He was a good special teamer.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying? You have to feel your team. And also another thing that we could do on offense, we can use Pollard more. Pollard is a little scat back. He can do some of the things that that they were doing with Debo Samuels out in San Fran. We could use Pollard to do a lot of the dirty work, So it's a lot of stuff that we can do. But until we show up that offensive line, we're just throwing information at you guys because there's nothing you can do if nobody's blocking, and this is where a lot of the Cowboy fans and I disagree. I think that's Dak Prescott under the circumstances is doing a pretty good job. I know when everybody thinks about Dak, the first thing they think about is he's getting paid $40 million a year. Hey, suck it up. That's what he's getting. He's getting $40 million a year because we waited to pay him. We're going to say it 30 times. I spent a lot of time on that tonight. He's getting that money because that's what the QB market is. But guess what? Even that QB market is about to be reset. Aaron Rodgers is getting $50 million. Your boy in Kansas City, 45. Kirk Cousins is getting a boatload of money. It's a lot of quarterbacks. Dak's contract is not the richest contract in the league by far. I think he might be like number 5 now. I'm not sure, but he was.
We have spots on the team that need attention, but Dak is the least of the problems.
Right. And you have to win in your quarterbacks. The goal is to win in your quarterback's rookie window. And sign them as quick as you can if you want to keep them. That was the issue with Dak Prescott situation. And here's the issue that everybody fails to realize about the Dallas Cowboys. I knew we were in trouble when Jerry Jones said, you know what? We have contract offers already written up, ready for Dak Prescott, Amari Cooper, and Zeke and Jalen Smith. That'll make them the top 5 in each of their respective position groups. Now, I knew that wasn't going to work because when you're a free agent, you ain't trying to be top 5.
You trying to be one.
You trying to get the closest to one as you possibly can. So he had already said, well, they're going to take this money.
And then why are you telling your game plan? That's another thing.
Right.
We tell the media everything.
Jerry can't help it. He just can't help it. You know, Jerry can't help from telling the media everything. But these players, you know, and these teams around the league, you know, they understand what the free agency period means. They understand what how to go about conducting the business. You know, it's a lot of people out there really doing football business. I think we're just making like blind shots at the dartboard sometimes. Every now and then we get lucky. We get lucky. And we hit the bullseye. Boom. But more often than not,
we miss.
Whew, boy, it's tough being a Cowboy fan. I'm telling y'all that right now. It is tough being a Cowboy fan. Let's talk about some other quarterbacks, man. Russell Wilson out there in Denver. Did you see his press conference?
No, I didn't.
Man, Russ out there happy is I don't know what.
In Russ, mile high.
Hey, Russ is out there and he's happy, man. Had his family, had his orange on, said he couldn't be more happier. It's funny when you sign them big contracts or get traded and you still got that big money coming on that you can just change the name, you know, immediately. Oh, Denver Broncos. I always wanted to come here. I ain't heard Russ never say nothing about them. I personally didn't, but he's there.
That one in his top 5 last year when he was whining.
Nah.
I'm happy, yada yada. Like what did he say? I'm good, but if I wanted to be out, these are the teams. Like,
yeah,
just say it.
He was giving us a hint of which teams he was going to think about. Larry Douglas Sr. says Denver going to make a big run. Now that all the smoke and the Christmas lights have dimmed and I've got it in my system about the Denver Broncos. See, here's the deal, okay? When you get a lot of good teams playing each other, they kind of cancel each other out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So either you got to win your division and avoid one of those other division winners in the wild card, or you get caught up and you can lose in the first round. It's all about positioning. We got to see what that chemistry is in Denver before we crown them. I think they'll be a little bit better, but the other teams are getting a little bit better as well. So we got to see on Denver. I'm just pumping the brakes a little bit on Denver. Now, another team that signed a quarterback that I made fun of, and I'm still gonna make fun of them. Washington signed Carson Wentz, and they lost their All-Pro lineman. Was it Sheriff?
Brandon Sheriff.
Yeah, they lost him, and then they lost what's the other guy that punched Richard Sherman in the face? He went to San Francisco.
Yeah.
They lost him a couple years. Yeah, Trent Williams. So you don't get better losing good linemen. Ask me how I know. Ask me, please. Ask me how I know. You know. So, I don't think they actually got better this offseason with the addition of Carson Wentz. That's just me personally, because I think the little dude Heineke, you know, he wasn't getting the job done, but Carson Wentz is this much better than Heineke. This much.
Yeah, not much.
Yeah, that's just a little bit. You know, give it to week 5 or 6, Heineke will be back playing. You know, so I don't really see them as gotten better. Crybaby of the week. I'm gonna have to give it to Baker Mayfield. Yep, Baker Mayfield already gave him a concession speech because Deshaun Watson went down there to meet with them people today. What did he say, Rodney?
I can't remember.
He said, farewell. Well, it's been real, Cleveland, yada, yada, yada. I'm not sure what to expect from here. You know what I'm saying? Brian Keane said, that's exactly what I say about. Now, see, this is real right here, right? That's why we got to show We Talk Sport. Brian Keaton, that's my homeboy, my NFC East rival. He's a Washington Commanders fan. But when we talk about real football, he says that's exactly what I say about Wentz. He's just a little bit better than Heineke. Because Heineke, for real,
he's more.
I think with a little more experience, man, the dude was going to get it. He just wasn't ready to win right now. But he was one of those guys. His trajectory was up. It was going up because he made some moves. And when I went to the game to see him play myself, that throw he made on Diggs in that end zone for the first, that was, man, the boys. He put a dime out there. That was like a top tier throw. So I kind of liked him, like his progression, but I knew he wasn't ready. And then when you bring in a Carson Wentz, it's like, why did you make this deal if you really wasn't going to guarantee me? I don't think Carson Wentz guarantees the Commanders any more wins than they had last year. I mean, he doesn't. It's gonna be he couldn't hand the ball off in Indianapolis, and they had a championship defense.
Yeah, all pro running back. All you had to do was be
MVP candidate. But that's neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said they're looking at it right now. I got you, man. But this quarterback carousel has been really, really interesting this all season. Tyrod Taylor is with the Giants, and I want to shout out Tyrod Taylor too. I'm glad I remembered that. Tyrod Taylor, man, Virginia Tech, Virginia's own. You know what I'm saying? The dude, man, he's been given the short end of the stick in a lot of his stints in the NFL.
Yep.
But he keeps a job. You know what I'm saying?
He keep plugging along.
And if he ever could get with a team that really gave him a chance and believed in him, I think he could actually be a good starter in this league. But he just passed him around. They overlook him for talent. But he's going to the Giants, and I'm not so sure that he's not going to play this year because Daniel Jones keep doing Daniel Jones type things.
Yeah.
So I would say, how long do you think Tyrod Taylor will play this year?
I think he'll start.
Oh my. Opening day or a few weeks into the season? Oh wow. If they have a true quarterback competition.
Yeah, or if they give him a fair shot to take the job, I think he can win it.
I got you. All right. What about Jimmy G? What's up with Jimmy G?
It's been quiet, but I've been hearing Colts and Cleveland as of late.
Okay. So the question I got to ask with Jimmy G, because we always bash Jimmy G, porn star Jimmy G, can't win the big game, Jimmy G, but he does win. And I got to give him a little bit of credit. He does win. So if you bring a quarterback into San Francisco, it's got to be better than Jimmy G. It's got to be better than the results, So it can't be Baker Mayfield unless he's the only thing left on the table.
I mean, you would need a third team to do the trade, I guess.
You need a big fish. What I'm saying is you need a big fish to replace Jimmy G. It can't be no anybody.
I mean, Trey Young is
he not ready. If he was ready, they'd already did something with Jimmy G. Sometimes you can see the writing on the wall. I just don't think he's ready. And that's just like the dude with the Love.
Yeah, Jordan Love.
Yeah, he's not gonna play either. Because Brett Favre. Same thing. Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, they take all the snaps.
Oh shit.
All the snaps. Rodney, you sleeping tonight?
Oh,
I ain't gonna hold you as much longer. We almost done. But I just wanted to come on and talk a little bit of sports, man. This is our regular scheduled program. We killed most of all of the topics last night anyway, but we had to come back on because it's our scheduled time. The Baker Mayfield thing is intriguing. I want to see where he ends up. I think he's a backup now. If he gets, he might be a backup. I'm not sure. If somebody doesn't take a chance on him.
But I mean, where could he go? He's sitting there saying some farewells.
I don't know. I don't know.
There's no way he could really go.
We need a backup. Yeah, I mean, that quarterback carousel keeps on turning. We'll address that as it comes. All right. So everybody knows it's March Madness. March Madness. Have you filled out your bracket?
No, I don't.
You don't follow college basketball?
I don't do the brackets.
Okay, I fill out a couple brackets. I've done pretty good in the brackets in the past, but make sure you fill out your bracket. It's just for fun. You can have a little bit of fun with the NCAA tournament. I'm gonna create a bracket and send it to everybody so we can be in the little thing together and we can track each other's progress as well. Well, that's about all I got for this episode of We Talk Sports, man. I just came on to calm the Cowboy fans down a little bit, But it's been really interesting listening to all the gripes, all the complaining, etc. And we don't have a game next week, All I'm gonna say is everybody chill. Everybody chill. Because opening day, we gonna have 53, they gonna have 53. And I will be at the game saying, go Cowboys, So that's just the way it is. You got anything to say before we get out of here, Rodney?
Hey, Cowboy Nation, we're gonna be all right. we just gotta wait and see what the front office does.
Hold up, Rodney. I just saw your shirt, man. What you got on?
Little throwback.
Okay, I can't leave now. I can't leave. I got to stay a little bit.
But what I will say is we just have to see what the front office does, and just we got to be okay with that. And
right.
Before saying this guy needs to go, or this guy's a free agent, or he does this, he does that, do the research, look at the contracts, and actually see.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you can, because a lot of the times, it's misinformation. What I'm saying,
right? So a lot of people were saying today in one group that I was in that if Romo had this defense, we would have went to the Super Bowl.
Let it go. He couldn't even make it out of preseason.
I'm gonna let it go.
Playing hero ball against the Seahawks and blew his back out.
I'm gonna let it go. I just wanted to bring that up. I'm just gonna let it go. Hey, it's your boy CJ Richardson, my co-host Rodney Jones Bay, and you can be on the show as well every Wednesday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We talk sports. It's not just about the Cowboy Nation; it's about sports. I love NASCAR. I like Formula One. I like hockey. I like soccer. I like baseball. Atlanta Braves. Eric Lisa, I want some of the smoke. Let me in. We can ready to go now, E. But you can get something next week. 8:30 Eastern Standard Time.
He a Washington Falcon.
I'm gonna put the link in the comments real quick. If he can hit it in less than 2 minutes, because I'm hungry. I gotta eat something. I know it's a late night, but I gotta eat, man. I'm gonna eat a salad or something. Eric Lee, I just put the link in the chat just for you.
He liked the Atlanta Commanders.
Basically. I'm gonna put the chat in there just for him. But he got a couple minutes because I gotta get up out of here, man. It's hard out here for y'all know what I'm talking about.
When you're trying to get these free agents.
Man.
And your cap space is
we got trash. I just seen a post. We got $26,585,642. That's what we got. So what we gonna do with that? Hey, Eric, I gave you a little bit of time. You can catch us next week, man. Hey, it's your boy CJ Richardson, Rodney Jones Bay. We talk sports. We'll catch y'all next week. Peace.